I had a lot of meetings with the President, Museveni, and I agreed with many issues that I used to raise against him. And when I agreed, I told him I'm going to start consulting. Consulting, first of all, in my constituency, then in the whole of Central Province, and then outside Uganda. So today was the second occasion for me to consult the people of Namayumba sub-county. I started in Bukachiri sub-county where I live. And my consultation has been very simple, and I've been telling all of them I have decided to be with President Museveni to support him in the next election. And I wanted to know the opinion. You have seen it obviously, that they are very happy. I have relieved them because they wanted Bukenya, at the same time they wanted Museveni, and we are far apart. But I want to make it absolutely clear. I said, and I have told them, that after discussing with all the other aspiring candidates, I found in my problems, which I have been advocating to the people, that Museveni had a better solution. And that's why I'm going to support him, come what may. And I will support him until he wins the 2016. I'm a bit worried about those who go around, shouting, abusing, saying all this. I appeal to them to stop. If they don't want to support Museveni, let them support anybody else. It's my own right to declare whom I want to support. And I don't need to be bought. Because today I was very surprised that Honorable Nsubuga Mathias, a person I respected very much, goes on the radio to say that Gilbert Bukenya was given 70 billion. Supposing we went far to find out if I was given that money in a legal matter, what will he say? Then this man, Honorable Sewung, saying that I went to Masaka and I was in a shrine. This is really character assassinating, and it could end up into a lot of problems. So please, leave Bukenya alone. He makes his own decisions. And I don't need money. I have enough money to make me live. I don't need anybody's money. That's that one I want the Ugandans to know. My mother educated me, and I can live. Some of those cannot live. Some were primary school teachers, and they are here disturbing me. So today, I am very happy. The people of Namayumba have agreed with me. And then tomorrow, I'm seeing the people of Masulita, they will agree with me. Once they will have done that, I will be the happiest man in the constituency. One, in Buganda, many of our people are being displaced by land buyers. On my village here, I have about 30 who have been displaced by somebody who bought land and then he sold it and then he sold it, and they are living as internally displaced people within their own areas where they were born. That I cannot accept. The second thing I asked him is unemployment. Unemployment here. If you go to every small little trading center here, you find young boys, 20, 15, they are hanging, they're just sitting there. And that problem, we agreed, and I am writing up something for it. The third thing I asked them is coffee used to be in Uganda the source of income. But coffee can only be a source of income if you pick it, you dry it, and you store, so that you have got about 5 to 10 or 15 Ghana bags full of coffee, dry coffee. You get more money. But you have got this middleman, the sharks. They come and find you and say, do you have wet coffee you have harvested? Even if you have harvested a tin, they buy it. And they buy it so cheaply, and they make you poorer. So I've asked him, let's introduce cooperatives. Let's ban selling of wet coffee. Point number 4 was about oil. But that one I will not expand. Let me tell you, that's absolute nonsense. The time I started falling out with President Museveni, and you people were writing it in your newspapers, that I go to the Cardinal at 2 o'clock in the morning and meet the Cardinal. Why should I meet the Cardinal at 2 o'clock in the morning if he's the head of the church? I go there during the day. It's 2, that I meet Buganda army commanders and they organize to throw. This was all in your newspapers. 3, that I went to Kanungu and Kabale during my mission of Prosperity for All, and they were organizing Catholic people to meet me. The one who said this, I cannot support him. And I've written a letter, even it was in thinking there is Monitor Vision. Monitor. It was in the Monitor when I said, if you kill by the sword, you will die by the sword. Tell Mao that was the separation of Kenya and me. It was internal squibbles internally. It was nothing to do with dropping. You drop me, am I not living well? Does Mao live like me? So, it's not dropping. You know, you can do wishful thinking to make your point clear. I am not a wishful thinker. I am more than a wishful thinker. He doesn't need to talk about Kenya. Let him talk about his progress towards whoever he is supporting to be the candidate. Okay.